Hello and welcome to episode 9 of the Enough Said podcast. This episode's a little bit different. I'm going to give you something a little bit personal so you know not who I am and what my credentials are and my experience, but why I understand these standards are so important. So, my name's Jamie Jones. I've had over 22 years of a career as a personal trainer, strength and conditioning coach, and remedial massage therapist. And my journey began when I was 15 years of age, playing AFL football, and I broke my arm 8 weeks before a big footballing trip to go train with some AFL clubs. And that was devastating, of course, just a young man chasing some dreams. Had my arm in a sling for 8 weeks, and I remember getting the cast off and going into my mum's little Holden Barina car, and I couldn't even wind down the window. That's right. There was the old wind down windows back then. So yeah, I didn't have the strength. So I bought my first pair of dumbbells, started doing some curls in my bedroom, and haven't stopped exercising since. So that's 25 years ago now. I'm into my 40s and have done a lot of cool things fitness wise and achieved a lot of cool things as well. So high level CrossFit competitor back in the about 20 years ago, held a powerlifting world record, ran a marathon, done 24 hours of burpees 3 times. Lots of cool extreme stuff, which you do when you feel like you're invincible. And that's all great. That's all experience, and that was cool things to tick off. But how I've got to this point, I've been thinking about standards for a long period of time, and what really triggered the motivation to go for it was back September 7, 2025. I was doing a fitness event with a friend. It was on Father's Day, so we trained together for about 13 weeks, prepared, did a trial run of the event 2 weeks beforehand, did it at 5 a.m. before work. No worries, no soreness. We weren't trying to win the event, just trying to have some fun, and then go enjoy a good Father's Day. And then about 75% of the way through the event, I collapsed and came to in the first aid arena. And yeah, it was game on from there. I won't go into extra details because it might be triggering for some people, but when I was in the ambulance, I was having really strong convulsions. My kidney was failing. I had kidney failure, liver failure. Massive convulsions to the point where I thought I was gone. Well, I guess I am sharing the details, but obviously I'm here now and well. But after coming to from some loss of consciousness, I remember opening my eyes, my arms were out wide, my legs were dead straight, and all I could do was open my eyes, and I thought I was paralyzed. So my initial thought was I could watch my son get married. So from my neck down was this unexplainable feeling of paraplegia. I could not move. I could not activate. I was stuck. So after 25 years of taking care of my body, achieving cool things, apparently, preparing for this event correctly, all of a sudden I'd lost the use of my neck, arms, shoulders, fingers, hips, knees, toes, you name it. There was no signal happening whatsoever. I lost my memory for a little bit, and slowly that cognition came back. Obviously, having experience in this field, I knew what they were doing to me, so I was trying to beat the test. But that's when not at that point, but once I was recovering, it made me realize that sometimes, at some point, some people lose their ability to move. And that's what that feels like. And it's fucking terrifying. There's no other way of saying it. And thankfully, I was able to get things firing again, build back slowly. And we're nearly 12 months later and I'm fine and everything's okay. But some people don't get that. Or some people don't know what the body's all about and how the musculoskeletal system works. And will have that lack of movement permanently. Obviously, there's injuries that cause that. But my passion now is to provide these standards to encourage people, encourage you to keep using your body, because if it goes, it's a terrifying feeling. And I'm grateful enough to now say it was meant to be, so I know what that feeling feels like, and I can help you and others never have that feeling, hopefully, because decline sucks and loss of movement is full on. And if you have a choice to do something about it, if you have a choice to move your arms and legs, don't take it for granted. Okay, and this is what these enough standards are all about. Regular movement, enough range, enough strength so you don't hurt yourself, but you also have continuous capability. And trust me, if that feeling of loss of movement comes to you, yeah, it's weird and it's scary and it's intimidating. And I've got a massive appreciation for those people who have spinal cord injuries that inspire others, find their way to still be them, because that was a tough period for me, no doubt about it. And yeah, the way I exercise now, just full of gratefulness and enjoyment of expressing some strength and some range and a little bit of challenge, versus the torture I used to put myself through to, be the best I could. Whether that's maturity, that's just my journey. But the human body is special and it's unique, and we've got to continue to nurture it for as long as you can. So yeah, that's how I've started all this podcast and shared my standards, because I don't want anyone to unnecessarily feel how I did in that moment. And I believe and I know this will help others. Thanks so much for listening. For now, that's enough said.